44 News at 5 starts now.
Well, first at 5, a weather alert this Wednesday as we are feeling a complete washout. It's been a wet week so far across the tri-state, and it's looking soggy for your Halloween morning. But as the rain is expected to clear out Thursday afternoon, temperatures will likely drop below freezing on Friday.
Let's get you over to Chief Meteorologist Cameron Hotman, who is tracking the conditions on the tri-state's most powerful radar. He joins us with more. Cam.
Hey, Mac, Amanda. Yeah, pretty active day today. A lot of rainfall throughout the region. While we're seeing a little bit of a break right now on your 4K Doppler radar, most powerful radar in the tri-state. That doesn't mean anything because we are looking at additional rainfall in the forecast, not to mention much cooler weather on the back edge of this system that is currently rolling across the tri-state. Gray, gloomy, rainy today. Current temperatures sitting in the low 50s right now, 54 degrees, winds from the northwest 3 miles per hour. And unfortunately, those winds will pale in comparison to what is headed our way. And while temps are expected to remain relatively mild throughout the next few hours, by tomorrow, we're looking at afternoon high temperatures, the low 40s. Wind chill values could fall into the upper 20s and low 30s just in time for trick-or-treating. I'll let you know exactly what to expect for those trick-or-treating hours and how far the mercury will fall. Coming up in my full forecast here in a few minutes.
And stay with 44 News on air and online for all of your weather updates. Follow us on social media and download the 44 News app. Developing tonight amid conflicting witness reports and lingering questions, Evansville police have released body camera footage detailing this week's deadly officer-involved shooting. This comes as 45-year-old Terry Chanley was shot and killed by Evansville police Monday evening. Tonight, Aaron Hubert joins us in studio with a first-hand look at what led up to his death after officers arrived on that scene. Aaron.
Amanda, we're learning tonight the officer involved in that shooting was Mario Reed. According to his LinkedIn profile, he's been with the Evansville Police Department since at least 2014. According to the Evansville Merit Commission, he was given a 3-day suspension back in August. And new questions tonight about the officer involved in that Monday night shooting. In a press conference today, EPD showed a portion of the body cam footage of the incident.
What are you reaching for? Whoa. Let me see your hands. Hey! Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Step out of the vehicle.
The video shows 45-year-old Terry Chanley inside his vehicle and reaching under the seat when the officer opened fire. However, that's a much different version of the incident than Captain Andy Chandler gave Tuesday. Chandler said that a man was aggressively approaching the officer with a hammer before he was shot and killed. However, the man doesn't appear to be charging at all and appears to be reaching for something when he was shot. The officer, Mario Reed, arrived at the scene around 6:30 Monday night to find a Jeep smashed into a utility pole at Morgan Avenue and Theater Drive.
So he did comply briefly, which actually is an even higher risk indicator when they have started to comply, and then they go back to that original behavior, because you know that they understand the instructions that you're giving them because they just follow them. So now it's an intentional disregard of those instructions versus I didn't understand what you wanted.
The officer says Chanley then got out of the driver's seat, moving toward the responding officer with a hammer in his hands, which was mistaken as a gun. That version of events is much different than what body cam footage revealed. The Vanderburgh County coroner says the officer shot Chanley once in the chest, killing him.
Mr. Chanley, again, could have exited that Jeep and went to the east. He could have went to the south. He could have went to the west, but he went to the north and followed the exact path that the officer took.
The Evansville Police Department says they support the officer's decision to defend himself.
He was seated in the vehicle when he was challenged, when the officer had his gun out. He was given multiple commands. All of his actions, physically exiting the vehicle, grabbing a black object in his hands, even though he was told not to, all of those things happened while he was being confronted by an officer.
We should also point out that the Evansville Police Department is investigating this incident. Aaron Hubert, 44 News.
Well, new tonight at 5, an Evansville woman connected to a weekend shooting appears in court for the very first time. Tanika Stewart is facing murder charges after she told police she shot Antonio Bushrod Jr. Saturday night on Morton Street. In court today, Stewart was advised of her charges and appointed a public defender. She is due back in court on December 11th. Meantime, Tanika Stewart is being held at the Vanderburgh County Jail without bonds. Well, new tonight at 5, an Evansville man is behind bars after an overnight shooting in Posey County. Even though a person was arrested, the investigation is ongoing. Senior reporter Veronica Duquette has this story. Veronica.
Indiana State Police have arrested Terry Adams after he shot and injured Marcus McGrew in Posey County. Around 1 o'clock this morning, police reported to a shots fired call at 3rd and Park Street, but couldn't find any activity. About 30 minutes later, Posey County Dispatch received a call regarding an ambulance for the victim, Marcus McGrew. Upon further investigation, police found Adams and McGrew were involved in a confrontation at the Sunoco gas station. The altercation then moved to the intersection of 3rd and Park, where Adams is accused of shooting McGrew. He was then transported to an area hospital where he was treated for his injuries and has since been released. Adams was found near West Elementary School and was taken into custody. He's now facing an attempted murder charge and is being held without bond in the Posey County Jail, but police say they will continue to investigate the incident. Veronica Duquette, 44 News.
Well, new tonight at 5, it was supposed to be the happiest day of her life, but a Kentucky woman dies in a crash the day of her wedding.
Hannah Brooks was driving in Montgomery County, Kentucky when she hit a truck head-on and died. Her friends say later in the day, Hannah was supposed to be getting married. The investigation into exactly how the crash happened is still underway, but police do not believe drugs or alcohol played a factor. They do believe, though, the rain and slick roads may have played a role. Developing tonight, the mayor's office announcing big plans for new development coming to the old IGA site in Jacobsville.
And this comes as community leaders have been working to improve that area. 44 News reporter Tyler Druin joins us now with the latest. Tyler.
An early morning fire claims a former business on North Main Street, creating yet another eyesore to bandage as the mayor's office announces major plans to revitalize the old site where Buehler's IGA once was. Residents in the area upset at the fact they have to cross town for milk and bread. Business owners on North Main are excited for the news that 180 modern apartments with over 15,000 square foot of retail space with a possible new grocery store could be their new neighbor.
High income, low income, either way, still people live in this area. We're not rich. We work from paycheck to paycheck. We need more of a more like a grocery store.
With the aquatic center, with this new apartment complex, we've got new businesses on North Main, so we're all extremely excited about what's coming up in the next couple of years.
So far, the land bank in Evansville has demolished 150 vacant properties, mostly in the Jimtown and Jacobsville community. House Investments, based out of Indianapolis, are spearheading this project. They are turning to the city for TIF bonds and tax credits to make this project a reality. The mayor's office says that construction could start as early as spring 2020, and they expect it to last for 12 to 18 months. In Jacobsville, Tyler Druin, 44 News.
Well, new tonight at 5, Governor Matt Bevin and Attorney General Andy Beshear are facing off in the highly anticipated governor's race as the countdown to the election continues. With only 6 days left, both candidates are making their last-minute pushes to track down those undecided voters. And Kentucky leaders are urging people to get out and cast their ballots. Jessica Hartman has more details about this big race.
With the race for Kentucky governor topping this year's ballot, Secretary of State Allison Lundergan Grimes is urging more voters to get to the polls. Early predictions show just 31% of the nearly 3.5 million bluegrass voters will cast their ballots on Tuesday. That is based on absentee voting so far this year and is on par with the 2015 general election. Republican Governor Matt Bevin is seeking re-election against longtime adversary and Democrat Attorney General Andy Beshear. Recent polling puts the two neck and neck. Bevin pulling out all the stops with another joint campaign rally with President Trump November 4th in Lexington, just a day before the polls open. In the meantime, Beshear is continuing an extensive bus tour across the state. As of this week, 19,000 early votes have been cast in the 2019 Kentucky election. Jessica Hartman, 44 News.
And please stay with 44 News on air and online as we continue to follow the results coming into our newsroom election night. You can also follow us on social media or download the 44 News app to your smartphone or tablet.
Developing tonight ahead of a planned vote Thursday, lawmakers debating a resolution to set guidelines for the next phase of the impeachment inquiry. Meanwhile, 2 more State Department officials face congressional investigators. According to a prepared statement, Catherine Croft described an outside effort to remove then U.S. Ambassador to Ukraine, Marie Yovanovitch. Meanwhile, Christopher Anderson was singling out the president's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, as an obstacle to cooperation between the White House and Ukraine. Senators also grilled Deputy Secretary of State John Sullivan over Giuliani's possible role in ousting the ambassador.
You were aware that there were individuals and forces outside of the State Department seeking to smear Ambassador Yovanovitch, is that correct?
I was.
And did you know Mr. Giuliani was one of those people?
I believed he was, yeah.
On Tuesday, a member of the president's national security team, Alexander Vindman, testified that portions of that July 25th call between President Trump and Ukraine's leader were omitted from the White House released summary. Meanwhile, the first public impeachment hearings could begin in just a few weeks. All new tonight at 5, a local letter carrier is honored in our nation's capital after saving a man and his beagle from another aggressive dog.
As Tommy Mason explains, this mail carrier is now receiving the Hero of the Year award.
Letter carriers who saved people from car accidents, house fires, and more are among those being honored in Washington, D.C. And the Central Region Hero of the Year is Mark Shue, a Princeton, Indiana man being honored for his brave actions. In April, Shue saved a man and his beagle from an aggressive pit bull. What started as a normal day quickly turned volatile when he saw that pit bull attacking Keith Fouts and his beagle. Shue ran over, grabbing a can of USPS-issued animal repellent, spraying the dog and dazing him, all in an effort to stop that attack. Fouts explained that thanks to the quick action, he and his dog made it out with only minor injuries. And now the mail carrier is being honored at the National Association of Letter Carriers Heroes of the Year. The NALC represents letter carriers across the nation and annually recognizes heroes who not only deliver mail 6 or 7 days a week, but often assist in situations involving accidents, fires, and crime. Tommy Mason, 44 News.
Tonight on 44 News at 5, attention nurses, if you work long hours, there could be a chance to switch out hospital floors for Sandy Shores, how one travel company is giving back to caregivers in a big way.
And female CEOs facing harsher judgment than their male counterparts. Tonight, an inside look at how consumers judge companies based on who's running it.
But first, a new cancer treatment could help your heart, how it's also helping women in the fight against breast cancer. And new tonight at 6, some college athletes are speaking out on whether they should be paid to play. The latest from Purdue as student athletes wait for a change in the system.
Survivor delivers a life-changing moment.
It was really cool to share a very human moment. It brought us together as friends.
I'll remember that for the rest of my life. New Survivor tonight.
Halloween Thursday, CBS has a treat for you.
Trick or treat!
It's a night of Young Sheldon and the Unicorn.
That's amazing!
Jason Alexander's on Young Sheldon.
Pleased to meet you.
Then discover the must-watch new series, The Unicorn.
I'm so terrified of you right now.
Beginning 8/7 Central, CBS Thursday.
Every great adventure starts with a great deal during Jeep Adventure Days. And that's only at Mount Vernon's Expressway Jeep. Get a new 2019 Jeep Wrangler JL 4-door Unlimited 4x4 for $39,230 or lease it for $349 a month. Only at Mount Vernon's Expressway Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram in Mount Vernon, Indiana.
Dr. Phil here. Did you know that more than 31,000 children in the Tri-State are at risk for hunger each day? Join me in supporting Tri-State Food Bank's Weekend Backpack for Kids program. Together with 44 News, focused on family and community. Please help us end hunger in the Tri-State.
I'm Glenn Roberts, Executive Director of Tri-State Food Bank. $1 can help provide 7 meals, so give now by texting 44-FOOD to 41444, and thank you.
Hi, I'm Jason.
And I'm Hudson.
And here at Ottoman, we promise to give you the best pricing possible.
That's right, Daddy.
We're talking about a touchdown kind of deal, where you and your family save big time.
Woohoo!
Just like you were a part of our team, you pay what we pay.
We got the whole team here and we're ready to play.
We promise not to be undersold. We are going to move those chains.
Plus no payments for 90 days. That's a first down deal.
So come see us at Ottoman Chrysler Center.
Where the vibrators sit high in the sky.
Kentucky's choice is forward or backward. Backward Bashir says he won't stop sanctuary cities in Kentucky. Liberal Backward Bashir supports taxpayer-funded abortions. Backward Bashir would destroy our economy. He supports candidates who would restart the war on coal. Matt Bevin's moving Kentucky forward. 57,000 new jobs, proudly pro-life. Matt wants to ban sanctuary cities for illegal immigrants. Choose forward. Choose Matt Bevin.
Injured in a car wreck? Do you know any reason to take a low offer from the insurance company? Neither do I. Call the Girling firm, the heavy hitters. We work to get you more.
The heavy hitters are the ones for me. 888-GERLING.
New tonight at 5, millions of breast cancer survivors' lives have been saved as a result of early detection and treatment, but those therapies can harm other parts of the body, especially your heart. In fact, heart disease is the #1 cause of death among breast cancer survivors.
And now an emerging field called cardio-oncology is growing to allow cardiologists and oncologists to work together to monitor these women. Dr. Tara Narula explains.
Good to see you. 4 months into her fight against stage 2 breast cancer, Andrea Cianfrani learned she had a new health challenge to conquer. After recovering from a mastectomy, Andrea received chemotherapy to attack her breast cancer, not knowing that it was also attacking her heart.
It was a little bit of a surprise, especially because I wasn't feeling anything.
An echocardiogram revealed the 40-year-old had heart failure and was among the tens of thousands of breast cancer patients who develop heart disease each year. Dr. Chow Dang is Andrea's oncologist at Memorial Sloan Kettering. She teamed up with a cardiologist, prescribing medication to protect Andrea's heart so she would be strong enough to finish chemotherapy.
So the field of cardio-oncology is a field that is growing. I think we're all working very well together to take care of our patients, not only to improve their cancer outcomes as they survive, but to improve their cardiovascular outcomes as they age.
Breast cancer treatment puts the heart at risk in several ways. Chemotherapy can damage the heart muscle that pumps blood, leading to heart failure. And radiation can disrupt normal heart rhythm and damage both the lining around the heart and the heart valves. But the biggest risk from radiation is the development of early and accelerated coronary artery disease, which raises the risk of heart attack. While some women have no symptoms, others experience shortness of breath, chest pain, or decreased ability to exercise.
What we should not be telling our patients is don't get the very treatments that make you beat the cancer in the first place.
Dr. Javed Moslehi directs the cardio-oncology program at Vanderbilt University.
The treatments are effective, but now the issue is how do we give the drugs more safely?
Can you guys take off your shoes?
3 years after completing treatment, Andrea's heart is strong again, but she will be monitored for any lingering effects of the chemotherapy for the rest of her life.
Dr. Tara Narula, CBS News, New York.
Well, rainy day throughout the tri-state. Some spots across the region already seeing up near an inch of rainfall, while others, especially our western and northwesternmost counties over the last 24 hours, not necessarily dealing with a ton of that rainfall. Your 4K Doppler radar, most powerful radar in the tri-state, seeing the majority of that rainfall, at least for the time being, exiting off to the east of us, though that will not be the case all night long. As we pause that radar image, you can see a couple isolated rain showers off to the west of the tri-state right now, right along the I-57 corridor, and eventually we will see more of that rain make its way back into the region. As for right now, here's what we're dealing with. A core of low pressure responsible not only for all of that rainfall, but a significant drop in temperature on the back edge, not to mention all of the organized snowfall across portions of the Great Plains, the Great Lakes already. Check out some of these temperatures to the west of us. It's 31 right now, Kansas City, 27 out in Nebraska. Right now in Denver, it is 18 degrees. Now, thankfully, we won't be getting that cold, but our coolest temperatures in months are headed towards the tri-state. In the meantime, let's focus on the snowfall. Now, thankfully, the snow and the winter weather advisory staying well off to the northwest of us, extending all the way from parts of Texas all the way through Oklahoma, even up to parts of Michigan. Here at home, while the snowfall stays off to the northwest, the rainfall doesn't, and neither do those cold temperatures. But as the low swings off to our northeast, we'll see a resurgence of rainfall late this evening into overnight tonight, tomorrow morning. Notice again, freezing rain and the snowfall to the northwest, staying to our northwest, thankfully, but all together still looking at as much as 5 to 8 inches of snowfall in some spots across western Illinois. It's just a few hours drive from us, but thankfully tomorrow morning we'll see the rainfall begin to depart. A couple isolated rain showers a possibility. Check this out. We start off your morning 38 degrees. That will be your morning low temperature. Then we hit 40 by 8 o'clock. That will likely be your warmest temperature you'll feel tomorrow. By the time you're taking the kiddos out trick-or-treating tomorrow evening, 36 degrees. And that's not the worst of it. Check this out. Not will only be cloudy and cold, it will be windy. Wind gusts as high as 35 miles per hour, making that 36 feel more like 26 at times. Those are wind chill values during trick-or-treating hours tomorrow, with overnight low temperatures dipping into the upper 20s. Our coldest night here in Evansville in about 7 months. As a result, the National Weather Service issuing a freeze watch for Thursday at 10 p.m. through Friday at 10 a.m. Could be our first hard freeze of the season early Friday morning. Check these temperatures out. Plummeting again. A high temperature of just 40 degrees for your Halloween, falling off to 28 that night, back up to 49 on Friday. Thankfully looking warmer. Saturday, Sunday, more sunshine, warmer weather. We even reach the 60s again early next Tuesday afternoon, but another cool down the way. Another cold front swings through next Tuesday, driving temperatures right back down into the 30s that night.
So bundle up tomorrow if you head now.
Not going to feel like fall, and all those kiddos going trick-or-treating. Bundle up. We're talking multiple layers on top of the costumes, mittens, stocking caps. It is going to be bitterly cold tomorrow night.
All right. Thank you, Cameron. Well, tonight on 44 News at 5, one travel company is looking to trade the hospital floor for Sandy Shores. How nurses can get their hands on an entirely free vacation.
Come down this weekend to the All Peddlers Flea Market, the newest and largest flea market in the area. Hundreds of booths with thousands of items, all at low, low prices. New, used, big or small, the All Peddlers Flea Market has it all. Come check us out at 2959 US 41 North in Henderson.
In the race for Attorney General, the choice is clear. Conservative Daniel Cameron, endorsed by President Trump, or the career politician who's endorsed by Hillary, Greg Stumbo. Cameron will fight the opioid crisis and illegal immigration. He's 100% pro-life and endorsed by Kentucky police. Stumbo supported driver's licenses for illegal immigrants and even backed taxpayer-funded abortion. The experienced, clear choice. Daniel Cameron for Attorney General.
Look at all that meat. This meat, that meat. Is that more meat? Wait, is that cheap? Nope. Yep, it's meat. Try large meats or works pizza for just $12, only at Papa John's.
Evansville's made some amazing progress, thanks to leaders like Ron Bean. He's a husband, a dad, a businessman. And as Evansville's building commissioner, Ron Bean's been at the center of much of our city's remarkable transformation. And on city council, he'll build on that success by holding the line on taxes and spending, investing in public safety, and fighting to make sure Evansville's future is even brighter.
Ron Bean for City Council at Large. Learn more at electronbean.com.
It's Ram Power Days at Sternberg Chrysler in Jasper. These new redesigned Ram trucks are selling like crazy. Rebates up to $7,000 now on the new 2019 Ram 1500 truck. And you need to check them out at Sternberg's in Jasper, the home of 304 for Life.
Just like my kids, I was raised with our Kentucky values. We treat everyone with respect, and we look out for our neighbors. Matt Bevin doesn't share our values.
You can't win an argument with an ignorant person. It's remarkably selfish.
It's none of their business.
As governor, he's tried to rip health care away from our families, and he's cutting public education. We can't take 4 more years. I've given everything I've got as Attorney General. I'm running for governor to build a better Kentucky for my kids and for yours.
Come down this weekend to the All Peddlers Flea Market, the newest and largest flea market in the area. Hundreds of booths with thousands of items, all at low, low prices. New, used, big or small, the All Peddlers Flea Market has it all. Come check us out at 2959 US 41 North in Henderson.
New tonight at 5, female CEOs are facing harsher judgment than their male counterparts. Researchers say consumers react differently to a company's failures depending on the gender of the company's leadership. Customers are less likely to support a female-operated business if it makes a moral mistake. Experts say it's because females are perceived to be more ethical, which adds to society's expectations of women to be more friendly, approachable, and warm. But the tables do take a turn. Researchers say companies run by men may face harsher criticism when messing up technical jobs that are often perceived as more masculine.
New tonight at 5, if you're a nurse, putting in long hours, a free vacation is exactly what the doctor would prescribe. The travel company Cheap Caribbean wants to take care of the healthcare professionals who are always taking care of others. That's why they're sending 50 nurses and a guest on free flights to a tropical destination of their choice. All you have to do is sign up for Cheap Caribbean's ER&R Club. 50 lucky winners will be able to pack their bags and then head to the location of their choice. Nurses have from now until November 4th to get signed up.
Gray, gloomy, and rainy today, but we're looking at windy, cold conditions for your Halloween. I'll let you know exactly what to expect coming up.
Daniel Cameron has never prosecuted a case or defended a client in court.
Mr. Cameron, have you ever prosecuted a case?
I have worked on a domestic violence order. I've taken deposition.
Daniel Cameron, unprepared, unfit.
Right here. Oh.
Can you do that here?
Of course. Now I can bet the game on FanDuel Sportsbook anywhere in Indiana.
But is a pig allowed?
You mean my service hog? As long as they rent her shoes.
FanDuel Sportsbook is now available everywhere in Indiana. Join today and get a risk-free bet worth up to $500. Visit FanDuelSportsbook.com. FanDuel Sportsbook, more ways to win.
We trust USA more than any other company out there. They give us excellent customer service every time.
Our 18-year-old was in an accident. USA took care of her car rental and getting her car towed. All I had to take care of was making sure that my daughter was okay.
If I met another veteran, they were with another insurance company, I would tell them, you need to join USAA because they have better rates and better service.
We're the Gomez family. We're the Rivera family.
We are the Kirby family, and we are USAA members for life.
Get your auto insurance quote today.
We believe in a future without violence.
We believe that every story matters. We believe in the power of community, including the support you can provide.
We believe in providing empowerment and support to those impacted by sexual or domestic violence.
At Albion Fellows Bacon Center, we believe every person deserves safe, healthy relationships.
We believe and invite you to join us in making a difference.
Go to albionfellowsbacon.org to learn more or call 812-422-9372 today.
We don't just make cabinets. Our team helps people fulfill their dreams of a comfortable, inviting home that brings family and friends together. MasterBrand Cabinets offers a spectrum of products ranging from entry-level to premium custom cabinetry. Each cabinetry line in our family of brands provides the same great service, product innovation, and quality that MasterBrand is known for, assuring your dream kitchen or bath becomes a reality.
Daniel Cameron lied under oath in court. Now, Cameron's lying about Greg Stumbo. Why? Because he's never prosecuted a case or represented a client in court, ever. Daniel Cameron, unethical, unprepared, unfit.
Well, a chilly Halloween with trick-or-treating temperatures in the upper 30s and low 40s. It will be bitterly cold. It will be windy as well, with wind chill values falling as low as the mid to upper 20s at times when those kiddos are out and about trying to get there as much candy as possible late tomorrow evening. Now, we will fall off to 28 degrees Thursday night, your coolest night here in Evansville in 7 months. From there, we do gradually warm up. 49 Friday. We're already back up into the low 60s by next Tuesday.
All right, thank you, Cameron. Thanks so much for joining us here on 44 News at 5 o'clock.
We hope to see you back here tonight at 6.
When severe weather hits, rely on the 44 News weather team.
Every 2019 Buick must go. Get to Romaine Buick today for great deals during our model year-end clearance sale. Find huge savings on all 2019s. Save up to 20% on a new Encore. Check out our entire selection at RomaineBuick.com.
You wouldn't hire a doctor to fix your car or a plumber to do your taxes. But Daniel Cameron wants to be Kentucky's Attorney General, even though he's really a Washington lobbyist and corporate lawyer.